Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez remains the highest-earning active boxer, combining historic broadcast deals with record-setting live gates. His 2018 contract with DAZN was valued at $365 million for 11 fights, one of the largest sports agreements at the time. By 2020, he split from Golden Boy Promotions, taking full control of his career and negotiating directly with networks and promoters. That move let him keep a larger share of event revenue while still securing guarantees in the tens of millions per bout. Canelo's career earnings grew through a series of high-profile fights. The Mayweather bout in 2013 paid him about $14 million, despite the loss. His win over Miguel Cotto in 2015 brought more than $20 million. Two Gennady Golovkin fights in 2017 and 2018 added roughly $75 million combined, and their 2022 trilogy fight added another $40 million. For most of the past decade, Alvarez's standard purse per fight has been $30 to $40 million, not counting sponsorships with Hennessy, Tecate, and Everlast, or investments in real estate and gyms in Mexico. The biggest stage came on September 13, 2025, when Alvarez fought Terence Crawford at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. The Netflix-streamed event drew 70,482 fans and a $47.2 million live gate, both Las Vegas records. Reports placed Alvarez's guarantee in the $100 to $150 million range. Canelo's lifetime fight earnings are estimated at over $500 to $600 million, with a personal net worth in the $250 to $300 million range. Gervonta "Tank" Davis. Gervonta Davis has become one of the most reliable box office attractions in boxing, following a career model laid out under Floyd Mayweather's promotion. His reputation for highlight reel knockouts made him a pay-per-view draw by the late 2000s. Against Yuriorkis Gamboa in 2019, he earned about $1 million, and in 2020, he collected $1.5 million guaranteed, plus pay-per-view shares, for stopping Leo Santa Cruz, with that event drawing more than 200,000 buys. His purses rose steadily from there. In 2021, he took around $2 million, plus a share of sales for his bout with Mario Barrios. The breakthrough came with his fight against Ryan Garcia in 2023, one of the most lucrative non-title events ever held. Davis earned $5 million guaranteed and cleared more than $20 million total once his percentage of over 1.2 million pay-per-view buys and a $22 million gate were counted. That success positioned him for even larger events. Because his fights now stream through Netflix rather than traditional pay-per-view, Davis's earnings come through large guaranteed payouts funded by licensing deals, with additional bonuses linked to event performance. Estimates place his compensation per headline fight at $10 to $15 million guaranteed, with top events paying $30 to $40 million. Davis's lifetime fight earnings are estimated at $100 million or more, with a personal net worth in the $40 to $60 million range. Jake Paul. Jake Paul has turned a YouTube following into one of the most lucrative crossover careers in boxing history. His first professional fight in 2020 against fellow influencer Anisan Gibb reportedly paid him $1 million, far above the usual debut purse. From there, Paul leveraged his online audience into headlining opportunities against former MMA champions. His 2021 fight with Ben Askren earned him an estimated $690,000 guaranteed, plus a share of the Triller pay-per-view, giving him several million in total. The next step came with back-to-back bouts against former UFC champion Tyron Woodley. For the first fight in August 2021, Paul's purse was $2 million guaranteed, with pay-per-view upside pushing his final earnings near $5 million. The December rematch, which ended in a knockout, generated a similar guarantee and PPV haul. By this point, Paul had established himself as a consistent draw, with both Woodley fights selling hundreds of thousands of buys. In 2023, Paul fought Tommy Fury in Saudi Arabia, his first matchup against a professional boxer. He earned a reported $3.2 million guaranteed, plus sponsorship revenue, and the fight drew strong international interest. Paul's lifetime fight earnings are estimated at $60 to $80 million, with a personal net worth in the $40 to $50 million range. Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua rose quickly from Olympic gold medalist in 2012 to one of the highest-earning heavyweights in history. His first world title came in 2016 when he stopped Charles Martin for the IBF belt, earning around $3 million. From there, each fight brought increasingly larger purses. In 2017, his win over Vladimir Klitschko at Wembley Stadium attracted 90,000 fans and generated more than $50 million in total revenue, with Joshua's share estimated at $20 million. Joshua's commercial appeal in the United Kingdom allowed him to sell out stadiums consistently. His defenses against Carlos Takam and Joseph Parker both paid him more than $10 million, while his 2018 unification bout with Alexander Povetkin came with a reported $25 million guarantee. Even his 2019 upset loss to Andy Ruiz Jr. earned him around $25 million, and the Saudi Arabian rematch later that year produced his career-high payday of roughly $85 million. Subsequent fights against Kubrat Pulev, Alexander Usyk, and Jermaine Franklin kept his purses in the $30 to $40 million range, with the Usyk rematch in Saudi Arabia again reaching close to $80 million thanks to site fees. Joshua's ability to draw both massive live audiences and global broadcast interest has made him one of the most marketable fighters of his era. Joshua's lifetime fight earnings are estimated at $300 to $400 million, with a personal net worth in the $150 to $200 million range. Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao's financial rise reflects one of boxing's most remarkable careers. Beginning in the Philippines with purses measured in food money, he rose to global prominence by the mid-2000s. His first multi-million-dollar fight came in 2005 against Eric Morales, where he earned about $1.5 million. By 2008, his bout with Oscar de la Hoya paid him around $15 million, launching him into superstardom. Through the following years, Pacquiao consistently commanded eight-figure purses. Victories over Ricky Hatton, Miguel Cotto, and Antonio Margarito each delivered $20 million or more. The peak came in 2015 when Pacquiao faced Floyd Mayweather in what became the richest fight in history. The bout sold 4.6 million pay-per-views and generated over $600 million in total revenue. Pacquiao's share was estimated at $120 million, the largest single payday of his career. Even in later years, such as his fights with Adrian Broner in 2019 and Yordenis Ugas in 2021, Pacquiao earned between $10 to $20 million, despite being past his prime. Outside the ring, Pacquiao's financial standing has been influenced by political commitments and philanthropy, which limited his business ventures compared to some of his peers. Even so, his career earnings from boxing alone are estimated at $500 million, with a personal net worth in the $220 to $250 million range. Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury's earnings accelerated after he defeated Vladimir Klitschko in 2015 to become heavyweight champion, a fight that paid him around $6 million. Following a lengthy layoff, his 2018 comeback fight against Deontay Wilder ended in a controversial draw, but re-established him as a box office attraction. The trilogy fight in 2021 was even larger, with Fury collecting around $27 million after a dramatic knockout victory. Fury's fights in the United Kingdom continued the trend of large guarantees. His 2022 defense against Dillian Whyte reportedly earned him $30 to $35 million, while his December 2022 bout against Derek Chisora added another $34 million. With his global following, particularly in the UK, Fury has commanded high purses even against overmatched opponents. Negotiations for an undisputed showdown with Alexander Usyk in 2024 included all bigger paydays. Fury's lifetime fight earnings are estimated at $200 to $250 million, with a personal net worth in the $100 to $150 million range. Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford built his reputation as one of the most skilled fighters of his generation. But for much of his career, he struggled to secure the same financial recognition as his peers. His breakthrough came in 2017, when he unified all four major junior welterweight titles against Julius Indongo, a fight that paid him about $1.5 million. As he moved up to welterweight, His purses grew steadily, with defenses against fighters like Amir Khan bringing him around $5 million. The turning point arrived in July 2023, when Crawford faced Errol Spence Jr. in a long-awaited, undisputed welterweight championship bout. That fight generated over $20 million in ticket sales and roughly 500,000 pay-per-view buys. Crawford's guarantee was reported at $6 million, but with back-end shares, his total payout reached about $20 to $25 million. Crawford's biggest payday came on September 13, 2025, when he moved up to super middleweight to challenge Canelo Alvarez. Staged at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas and streamed on Netflix, the event drew 70,482 fans and a $47.2 million live gate, both city records. Crawford won by unanimous decision to become undisputed champion at a second weight class. His reported guarantee was $10 million, with further bonuses tied to the streaming deal. Crawford's lifetime fight earnings are estimated at $60 to $80 million, with a personal net worth in the $20 to $30 million range. Mike Tyson became the highest-paid athlete in the world during the late 1980s and early 1990s. After turning professional in 1985, he climbed the ranks quickly, and by 1986, he earned his first world title against Trevor Berbick, collecting a purse of about $1.5 million. His 1988 fight against Michael Spinks was one of the richest of its era, generating over $70 million in revenue, with Tyson himself earning around $22 million for a fight that lasted 91 seconds. Through his championship run, Tyson routinely collected purses in the $15 to $20 million range. His first fight with Evander Holyfield in 1996 earned him about $30 million, and the infamous 1997 rematch, remembered for the ear-biting incident, paid him a similar amount despite his disqualification. Even after his decline, Tyson remained a draw. His 2002 fight against Lennox Lewis set a pay-per-view record at the time, with nearly 2 million buys, and Tyson earned around $35 million from the bout. Toward the end of his career, even lower-profile matches still brought him purses of $5 to $10 million. In November 2024, Tyson returned to the ring against Jake Paul in a Netflix-streamed event at AT&T Stadium in Texas. The fight drew about 72,300 fans and produced a live gate of $18.1 million, the largest combat sports gate ever held in the United States outside Las Vegas. Tyson's guaranteed purse was reported at around $20 million, making it one of the most lucrative late-career paydays of his life. In September 2025, Tyson agreed to face Floyd Mayweather Jr. in an exhibition match planned for spring 2026. The bout, organized by CSI Sports and Fight Sports, is projected to generate over $100 million in total revenue. Estimates place Tyson's purse at $25 to $30 million, rivaling some of his largest career paydays and proving his ongoing ability to attract global attention. Tyson's lifetime fight earnings are estimated at more than $400 million, and his current net worth is about $35 million.
Oscar De La Hoya.
Oscar De La Hoya turned professional in 1992 after winning Olympic gold in Barcelona, and his career quickly made him one of the most marketable fighters of the modern era. By the mid-1990s, his purses were already in the multi-million range. His 1996 bout with Julio Cesar Chavez earned him around $10 million, and his 1997 fight against Pernell Whitaker paid a similar amount, while also cementing his reputation as a crossover star. Through the late 1990s and early 2000s, De La Hoya consistently commanded 8-figure guarantees. His fight with Felix Trinidad in 1999 generated enormous attention, earning him roughly $25 million, despite the narrow loss. Against Shane Mosley in 2000, De La Hoya's payout was about $15 million, with their 2003 rematch bringing him closer to $20 million. De La Hoya's most lucrative bout came in 2007 against Floyd Mayweather Jr. That fight sold a then-record 2.4 million pay-per-views and produced more than $130 million in total revenue. De La Hoya earned an estimated $50 million for that single event, the highest payday of his career. In addition to his in-ring earnings, De La Hoya founded Golden Boy Promotions in 2002, which has promoted many of the biggest fights of the past 2 decades and remains a significant source of his wealth. De La Hoya's lifetime fight earnings are estimated at around $500 million, with a personal net worth in the $200 to $250 million range. Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard transitioned from Olympic gold in 1976 to becoming one of boxing's first mainstream superstars of the modern television era. His first $1 million purse came in 1979 when he won the WBC welterweight title from Wilfred Benitez. The following year, his first fight with Roberto Duran brought him about $9 million. And their rematch earned him another $7 million. Leonard's financial profile grew further with his 1981 fight against Thomas Hearns, a welterweight unification that paid him more than $11 million. Even late in his career, he was able to command huge guarantees, including $12 million for his 1987 comeback against Marvin Hagler, which ended in one of boxing's most debated decisions. By the end of the 1980s, Leonard had become the first boxer to surpass $100 million in career fight purses, setting a financial precedent for the sport. His earnings came not only from purses, but also from endorsements with companies such as Coca-Cola and EA Sports, which further expanded his wealth during his active years. Leonard's lifetime fight earnings are estimated at over $100 million. With a personal net worth in the $120 to $150 million range. George Foreman. George Foreman's career earnings spanned 2 distinct eras. In the 1970s, after winning Olympic gold in 1968, he became heavyweight champion and earned millions for title defenses. His 1973 victory over Joe Frazier paid him around $500,000, and the 1974 Rumble in the Jungle against Muhammad Ali generated global attention, with Foreman earning about $5 million, a massive purse for the time. After retiring in 1977, Foreman returned a decade later and launched one of the most successful comebacks in boxing. His fights during the 1990s, including his 1991 title challenge against Evander Holyfield, brought him purses of $10 million or more. In 1994, at age 45, he regained the heavyweight championship by knocking out Michael Moorer, earning millions while becoming the oldest heavyweight champion in history. Foreman's greatest financial success, however, came outside the ring. In 1994, he became the face of the George Foreman Lean Mean grilling machine. The grill went on to sell over 100 million units worldwide, and Foreman's deal earned him an estimated $200 million through royalties and a buyout. Foreman's lifetime fight earnings were estimated at around $90 to $100 million, but his business ventures pushed his total wealth much higher. At the time of his death in March 2025, his estate was valued at about $300 million. Floyd Mayweather Jr. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is the richest boxer in history, building a career model that maximized both purses and promotional control. After winning an Olympic bronze medal in 1996, he turned professional and began earning 6-figure purses in the lower weight divisions. By the early 2000s, Mayweather was already commanding million-dollar guarantees. But the critical shift came in 2006, when he bought out his contract with Top Rank for $750,000 and began promoting himself under Mayweather Promotions. This independence allowed him to negotiate directly with broadcasters and opponents, keeping the largest share of event revenue. His 2007 fight with Oscar De La Hoya set a pay-per-view record at the time, with 2.4 million buys, and Mayweather earned about $25 million. From then on, his guarantees rarely fell below $30 to $40 million per fight. His 2 biggest events remain landmarks in sports finance. The 2015 bout against Manny Pacquiao generated more than $600 million in total revenue, with Mayweather's personal take estimated at $250 to $300 million. In 2017, his crossover fight against UFC star Conor McGregor added another $350 million to his earnings. In September 2025, Mayweather and Mike Tyson agreed to meet in an exhibition match planned for spring 2026. Organized by CSI Sports and Fight Sports, the bout will not count on either fighter's professional record, but is projected to generate well over $100 million in total revenue through Livegate, sponsorships, and streaming rights. Estimates suggest Mayweather's purse could be $25 to $30 million, with Tyson earning a similar amount. making it one of the richest exhibitions in boxing history. Across his 50 professional fights, Mayweather's lifetime fight earnings are estimated at around $1 billion, making him the first boxer to cross that mark. His net worth is generally placed in the range of $450 to $500 million, reflecting his spending, investments, and continuing business ventures after retirement.